episode of the Daily Blend. I'm your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Wende Wagner, the Director of Resource Development at the Boys and Girls Club of Columbia. How are you, Wende?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I am good. Yeah, you look fantastic. You got on your Boys and Girls Club shirt, and you got your sneakers on.
Yes.
Which brings us to what you're here to talk about. The Sneaker Ball is coming up again this year. Mm-hmm.
So the Sneaker Ball is our fundraiser gala for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Columbia. It's presented by Commerce Bank this year, and we're very excited to have their continued support of great futures in Columbia. So we're there to raise awareness of what the club does, but also support the families and the kids. We support kids ages 5 through 18 at the club, and we have about 400 a year that we serve. So
wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a nice little chunk.
Nice little chunk of kiddos.
That's a nice little chunk of kiddos. Mm-hmm. And the event this year is at the club.
It is at the club.
Mm-hmm.
We take, a lot of people don't realize that we have our main site has a full gym in it. So we deck it out. It looks amazing with the lighting, and we have a full stage. And so we have the event there so people can really see the club and see the good that their money and their time and volunteering are really doing.
Yeah, that's really true. And that's important because, that's where the kids come every day, right? Mm-hmm. That's where the kids are coming every day after school. That's where they're hanging out. And I tell you, the gym's impressive. It's a good sized gym. I mean, I don't even know if looking at that building from the front, that's what's inside of there.
No, most people don't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, they can find out when they come to a Sneaker Ball.
Exactly. Come see how cool it is.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And so just give me some brief details. What is the dates and what's the time?
It is on Thursday, October 3rd. Mm-hmm. Cocktail hour will start about 6 o'clock, and then the program will start about 7. We're sponsored. We have Les Bourgeois, the Bluff Top at Roachport, will be serving wine, and we have dinner by Eclipse Catering, and they were delicious.
Truly.
Always. I'm not sure I've ever had a bad meal from Eclipse. We love them, so we're so excited to have them doing our catering for the event. And then we have performances by our Dance Reach team in partnership with Merrick Center for Dance, which if you haven't seen them perform, they perform at Dancing with Missouri Stars, and they performed last year. They are the most adorable little things ever.
They are.
They come out and perform, and then we just have opportunities to raise money. So we're going to be doing Fund to Needs. We'll have some live auction items, and then some raffle items as well, and a wines pull. So people can really just come in and have fun. We invite you to dress to impress. So wear your tux, your fancy gown, but wear your sneakers.
Yes.
So it's all about, we had some people really showing up, buying some really amazing looking kicks.
Yes.
And
yes, we've got some pictures from the ball last year, and I love nothing more. First of all, the blue carpet, to match the logo is pretty awesome. And the kicks that people wore, I mean, look at these fellas. I mean, there's Lawrence Bowers, there's Coach Jackson from MU, and my husband's in the middle. And look at those kicks they got on. I mean, people came out and they brought out the fancy kicks.
Yes.
You have your everyday kicks, which are good, but then some people who are real sneakerheads, they have fancy kicks and they bring them out for events like this.
Yes, and it's an opportunity to really show them off and do all that. I wore a pair of gold glitter Chucks.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful to just be in. I was very comfortable all night, which was fantastic.
So let me just keep it real. Like when we go to these galas and these events and we're dressed up and we're walking, I'm speaking for myself. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm walking around in these heels. Listen, by the end of the night, because listen, most of these venues, the floors are like concrete, right? And by the end of the night, I got to take them bad boys off, right? But I love this event because I can still get dressed up and look fancy, and then I can wear my sneakers and my feet don't hurt by the end of the night. That's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing. It's a real thing. And I like to say, from my perspective, my husband and I MC this event, and it is the most fun. And I love that you guys include the kids in the gala. The kids come.
Absolutely. They're who we are there for.
I love that. I love that. It's always nice. We get a chance sometimes to interview some of the kids at the event, and it's always nice to hear from them and hear their perspective as opposed to just adults talking for the children. So I really love that you guys really focus on the kids first, which is really nice. It's really nice.
Absolutely. That's what we're there for. We're there to make sure that the great futures in Columbia continue, and that we're there providing safe spaces for them.
Yeah. Well, it's always nice to see, and I am looking forward to it this year, to being in the house, and I got to figure out which sneakers I'm wearing this year because I feel like I can't wear the ones I wore last year. That's just my own personal problem.
Maybe not.
Like, that's my own personal problem. So let me just tell you that last year I got this bright idea that I was going to, you remember, I was going to take my Nike Air Force Ones and I was going to bedazzle the swoosh. And listen, you got to put those things on one at a time. So about halfway through, I was like, whose idea was it to do this? Oh, it was me. It was me. So I only did the outside. They looked fire, but I only did the outside swooshes. I was like, nobody gonna see the inside ones anyway.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's definitely a great conversation starter, which is also wonderful. I know a lot of times we get to these galas and we're kind of standing around, but
yes,
all you have to do is go up and say, I love your kicks.
You know what? And this one really, that felt different. That felt different. Like, because you're right. Typically, you go to a gala, you sit with the people you came with, you only talk to them. But now we're walking around like, oh, let me see your, oh, I like your sneakers. So it is a great conversation starter. So are tickets already on sale?
Tickets are on sale at our website, bgc-columbia.org. You can also follow us on Facebook, and it's posted there with the link. We have tables available, individual tickets, and we still have some sponsorship levels available.
Okay. Well, people, you need to get on that, because what I would love to see is more of Columbia coming out to support the Boys and Girls Club, support the kids, support Futures First, because that is super important, and dust off those kicks and bring them out so we can see what you're working with.
Exactly.
Well, Wendy, always fun to have you here. And I hope people can pick up on this great energy that we're giving off and buy their tickets and come on out and join us live on October 3rd.
Absolutely. You don't want to miss it. It's a great event.
Absolutely it is. Well, we appreciate you. Again, tell everybody at the club I said what's up.
I will.
Can't wait to see them on October 3rd. And hopefully get your tickets today.
Please.